All right, are you guys ready for some Hebrew? Okay, so you're ready for your test, right? Okay. So do any of you guys remember what I taught, last thing I taught 2 weeks ago? Yeah. Well, I'm not going to teach anything new because it's been a while. It's been 2 weeks since I even last taught something, and last time I taught, it was a lot to take in. So we're just going to review everything I've taught so far. So, yes. So we have the letter Aleph, which that's what it looks like in the way you see it in your Hebrew Bible. Remember, it was a picture of an ox representing strength and leader, strong. Silent letter doesn't make a sound. All right. Then we had the letter Bet. Bet and Vet. Remember this little thing is going to distinguish it from the other letters. It was a picture of a house, meaning inside or family. It makes the B sound when it has a dot in it, and without a dot, it's a V sound. With a dot, it's a B. No dot, it's a V. Yes. All right. And then we had the letter Gimel, which is the G sound. It's a picture of a camel or a foot, some people say. The idea might be gathering. It's a hard G sound, G. All right. Had the letter Dalet, which is a picture of a door. The word for door in Hebrew is delet, so it's a picture of a door, and it makes the D sound. All right. And I'm putting a whole of alphabet that we've had so far up here so you can see it all in order. So, next letter was the letter Hey, which means basically hey, because it was a picture of a man with his hands up in the air, hey, look at this, or the window, you're looking out something, behold, right? So, what did I just do? All right, so that's the H sound. All right, letter Vav. Remember, that was a picture of a nail or a hook. That's what the word Vav means. It means like a hook. I think it's translated hook with the curtains in the tabernacle. So, and that makes the V sound. All right. I have the letter Zayin, which is different from the Vav because it's got that diagonal slant at the top. And it was a picture of a blade or some people say it was a sword, maybe not this picture, but or a plowshare, a plowing tool. The idea is more of something that was put into the ground, someone's holding it and there's a blade and there's a cow pulling it. So something the meaning is to divide, things like that. That's a Z sound. All right, and then we had the letter Chet, which remember was a picture of a wall, and it makes the Ch sound, and it's different from the Hey because the Hey does not connect. This connects, that does not connect. So watch out for that. Sometimes that little line between them connecting and not connecting is so small, you gotta whip out a magnifying glass or something. All right, so we have the letter Tet, which is a little swirl. Was a picture of a basket or a clay basket or container. Yeah, and so that's the T sound. All right, then we have the letter Yod, which was a picture of a hand. The word for hand in Hebrew or arm is Yad, so Yod is a Yad. It's the Y sound. Then we have the letter Kaf, which is different from the Bet because the Bet has that little tail thing down here. This one's just a curve. And Kaf, it was a picture of the palm of your hand. That's what the word Kaf in Hebrew means. It's your palm. And it makes the K sound and the Ch sound. Just like the Bet, if there's a dot in it, it's a K. And no dot, it's a Ch sound. So that's the letter Kaf. And this is where we're getting into what I taught last time. So remember I taught you guys about there's two forms of this letter. So this is just the way you would see it. But when it's at the end of a word, it has a different form, and this is called the final Kaf. So this part goes below the line. See, this is a line here. This is a line here. It goes below the line. So there's 5 letters that are like this, final letters, we have 3 of them so far. Okay, we have the letter lamed, which was the picture of a shepherd's staff, right, or a hook, like to lead something, or I was teaching that this word can mean like to teach. The word to teach is lamad. So lamed, lamad. So to teach, it's L sound. It goes above the line. There's a line up here. It goes above that line. All right. Then we had the letter mem, which was a picture of water. See little waves of water here? M sound. Now, this was our next letter that had a final form. So this is it's just normally written. But when it's at the end of a word, it's going to look like this, almost like a box. They try to make the final mem very square shaped. All right? That's important for later, maybe next week. All right? We have the letter noon, which was, some people say it's a fish, some people say it's a seed. The idea is life or growing, continuing. It's the N sound. And this is the third letter we have, right? Is that the third one? No, it's the fourth one, with a final form, a final noon. It goes below the line. And that's what it looks like. Now let's review our prefixes we have so far. The letter bet was the picture of the house, so it represents inside, in, at, or with. Letter hey was like a man showing you something, right? So it means the. And letter vav was like a nail or a hook connecting things, and that's the word for and in Hebrew. And this is what I taught you 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. The new prefixes was the letter kaf, which means like or as. The lamed was a prefix. Remember, that was a shepherd's staff or hook, leading to to lead something. So that's like toward, to, toward, or for. And the letter mem, which meant from or out of something. All right, let's go through our vowels. We almost know all the vowels so far. We're almost done with the vowels. So we had these two, which is kamatz and patach, both the ah sound. They go below the letter. You have the cholam and the cholam vav, which are the same thing, just one has the vav with it. Both make the O sound. They're above the letter. Shuruk, which is the U sound. It's a dot in the vav. We have the letter vowels tsere and segol, which both make the kind of eh sound, and they're below the letter. Then we had the chirik, which is the E sound, just one dot below the letter. Shva, this was the weird one that I tried teaching you the other time, which was the kind of like a silent vowel. There's no vowel between S and T in stop. And there's no vowel between R and N in corner. So Hebrew has a symbol for this to indicate that there's nothing in between those two. So it either means no vowel, or sometimes it actually is a vowel and it's like the I or eh sound, but that's more complicated to explain, so that's much later on. I'm going to explain that. Okay, so let's just practice reading some words that are pretty common words that some of you should be able to recognize. So we have a kaf with a dot in it, so it's a K sound. O-H-E-N, kohen. Kohen is a priest, right? All right. We have a mem with the chirik, which is E, so me. Me means who? Okay. Yeah, me. All right. So you have an aleph, so it's silent. So you're just going to go straight to the vowel. So amen, amen, which means amen or amen. Or it's kind of like the idea of like an affirmation. You're agreeing with it, so be it. It's true. That's the idea. All right. We have the word it's a silent vowel. Go straight to the vowel. Ach, which means brother. All right. Another aleph word. Go straight to the and L. L is one of the words for God. We have the letter yod, which is a Y. Yad. I already told you what yad meant. A hand or your arm. All right, 4 more. All right, go straight to the vowel. Echad, Echad, that means one. Yeah. And now, probably not as common word, but we have a bet with a dot, so it's a B. Ba. We have kaf without a dot, so it's a ch. So bacha means to cry or to weep. Bacha. Yeah. It's the ch sound because there's no dot. Yeah. So bacha. All right. Two more. We have yod, so Y. We have two sounds. Yeled. Yeled. Yeled means a child or like a boy child. So what if you wanted to make that feminine? So it would become, the vowels change. Don't freak out over this. The vowels change in Hebrew. It becomes yal da. You add a hey at the end. Hey is the feminine suffix, and kind of ending with an ah sound. So yal da would mean a girl or a girl child. So yeled, yalda. Shabbat shalom.